Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Raul. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Now it's Raul. He could be in here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Chouameni. Now it's Raul. And it's Belletti. They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's tried one! Chooses to go back. Great position here. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Barcelona so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, great play! Yamal. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Yamal cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence.
He's having a go! Another save.
Yeah, while he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. And he's there to get it away. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Koundé. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And he welcomes it in. De Jong. Vinicius Junior. David Villa. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he was quick to react. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Barcelona really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
He has found the way through, and that is expertly dealt with. And here's Yamal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. And the break is on. Good spot, he's seen the run. Now that's well seen too.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Raul. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Iniesta.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Roll! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And it's been taken short.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Gets his pass away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's a lovely pass. Barcelona are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Barcelona could have here their final chance.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Terrific header! It's a loose ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Moved on forwards. Deep into stoppage time. De Jong. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effort. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Can he put it away? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's through here. Messi. Great hit! Goal! Barcelona! That is his ton, and does he not know it? That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Well read, nice interception. David Villa. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's a key interception. Threads one in. Lewandowski. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Interesting ball. Oh, that was vital. The referee's awarded a free kick. There's a quick free kick. That is a great ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Messi, he's shifting through the gears here. Lewandowski, he's got the shot away! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Messi. Looking for the run. And here's Lewandowski. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. That's a sharp pass.
This is what good chemistry is all about. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No way through there. And it's slung out wide. And no, that is pretty much... And a header! Oh, that was brilliantly defended. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. And it's been taken short. Alaba gets it clear. Koundé. And the first 45 minutes are up. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
With what they need.
Barcelona head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And it's Figo. Endrick, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Figo. Good spot, he's seen the run. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for...
And the shot! Oh, it's gone in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that has added a whole... Oh no, what has happened? He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
This is their second corner of the game. Chance for the header! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Barcelona take the lead. David Villa. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, they've got it again.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not getting too much time. Oh no, this does not look good. It's Lewandowski! Well, now it's a race for the ball. David Villa! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Great ball, and he's in here. Chance! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
David Villa is on his own, and a shot! Really well taken goal. Simplicity itself.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
So is this the start of a comeback? Bellingham. Figo. Messi. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Camavinga. And that has been cut short. That's headed upfield. Oh, perfectly measured that. There's the shot! It's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. And that will be the final act. Barcelona have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And it's Sterling. It's a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass is just off target. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Yamal! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he
hits one! There it is! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though.
Yamal! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Place it in low.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning.
Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
They've played it short. Oh, what a climb! Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Gallagher. Gallagher was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Otamendi. And it's Davis. Can he get onto this? Zico. Oh, important interception.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Sterling. Yamal delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
The final seconds now. It's a sweet ball, that. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal! And the shot! He has done it! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Yamal. Davis. His big chance must be! Real chance! Chouameni. Yamal, at his creative best, he's set up 2 goals. Can he get it through? Early ball out from the back. Some good work on the right flank here. Spread neatly. Zico.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
So we've reached the hour mark. Davis. Oh, what a ball! Thuram! And he comes up trumps again.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Matson. Looking here to chip it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's been caught. Thuram! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Shot a goal! A whisker away from making it 4.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
And it's been taken short. And that's gone loose. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Thuram. Time and again they are repaired. He's had a hit! They've done it! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
It's become a case of men against boys. And he's in on goal. It's Zico! That's the end. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's hit on goal. Zico! This time, surely!
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Now there's a fine ball. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Clips it so gently.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The contribution of Conor Gallagher should be key, Peter. I've heard a lot of people say...
There's the shot! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Mkhitaryan pinches it off him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Davis.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that has been cut short. Hernandez. Yamal was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, played through for the wide man. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Adams is there and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Mkhitaryan, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Davis might just make this. Nicely worked. And there is the half-time whistle. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs, and the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an...
He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Shapes to shoot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Zico! Zico! What a hit! The save was firm.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And that has put paid to that. And he's only too happy to take that back. Nunez! Neymar!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. So, what can they make of this? For a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go... And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Can he spark a counter here? Oh, played right into his path. De Bruyne. Chouameni. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Passing is crisp and sharp. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the pass is intercepted. Davis. He is through. And the shot! It's in! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And time is up. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people. He's had a shot!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Gallagher. Forwards and with intent. And here's Zico, Nunez, and a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Fiddles it through. And he's straight hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now, can they get it back? And he's heaved it away. Now it's Sterling. And he's managed to get free. Looks to go up and over. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's on it, and the finish! Goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Yamal. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Adams makes the interception.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that's a throw-in. Mkhitaryan. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. De Bruyne. Neymar. Neymar. Zico. Mkhitaryan. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And here's Sterling. Sterling making good progress on the right-hand side. Up he goes! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Davies clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Time's up big! And yet another chance goes to waste.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
De Bruyne. That's going to go a long way.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
De Bruyne. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Mkhitaryan. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Quality ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Yamal is herring after that one. Zico. Zico! Oh, it's gone in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great.
Thuram! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Danger averted for now. Now that's well seen too. He's picked his way through.
Well, they're definitely intent on winning it, and they've come close. Just wondering how many more chances they can have. One, maybe two, realistically.
Now it's Thuram. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And here's Yamal. Now it's Sterling. Sterling finds himself offside. De Bruyne. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. Well, we are already up and running again. Barcelona displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thuram. And he's away. Sterling. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's Sterling. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Thuram. Half-time, extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? So hostilities have already resumed. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And he's cut it out. Gallagher. Header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Sterling. And it's Mkhitaryan. Hits one! And that is it. Time for no more.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square, some weary legs out there, so who has it left in them to take a penalty? Neymar shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he puts them one up.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Thuram next in line, and here he is. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Barcelona with this chance to pull two clear. Oh, it's saved pretty much straight at him.
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
Yamal is the second man to step up for his team. Oh, it's a really good save.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
This to put them two up. Two to the good. So down by two, another miss can be game, set and match. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. And he delivers! They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet.
So bring it on. Fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it. This is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. And this place, Nunez! Oh, brilliant from Darwin Nunez!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Nunez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Barcelona breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played back in. And here's Nunez. Nunez! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now there's a fine ball. Decent hit! And again, the keeper stands strong. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Messi with the short one. And he can clear it away. And the shot! More pressure on the opposition goal.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
That's a little off target. Maria trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that. It's Zico! And one more try! And that's caused a worry or two. Barcelona have their second corner now. De Bruyne goes short. So it's going to be another corner. Barcelona have their third corner. They've played it short. And he thumps it clear. It's a loose ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Nunez.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And it's Zico. Messi. So what can they make of this? He's through here. Suarez. He's through, now is he in? And that'll be the last act of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. Some first half thoughts?
Barcelona merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Barcelona come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. And he's lost his man here. Look at the space here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And he's in on goal! Nunez!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match. And at last, their sense of danger has brought them to a...
Has a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's found a way through. Lobbed in behind. Skillfully cut out. He is so... Can he finish? He's got a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, there's a great ebb and flow to this clash, and it's above all expectations for me.
Neymar. And here's Zico. He's got away. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Barcelona can breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he cuts out the supply.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Can he put it away? De Bruyne. Neymar. And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Darwin voted man. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game. It looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
El Jabari. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Guerrero.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only...
Can he put it away? Goal!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
That's good running. It's Zico! And he nearly went all the way.
Zico can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
No, that's been intercepted. Messi. Darwin.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Darwin. He's got to be in here. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for...
And one more try! It's in! Into the lead once more. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Just 5 minutes left until the break. Has a look and plays it forward. Nunez. And here's Nunez. Nunez! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Nunez! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Barcelona take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend. But now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
That's a throw. And he's quick to get it clear again. Chouameni. Now it's Zico. It's Zico! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the shot! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Guerrero. El Jabari. Showing great feet there. He's gone for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Darwin looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, the quick...
Neymar! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
De Bruyne. And Hernandez.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's got tall. Yes! And the lead is extended still further. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Played with finesse. In towards the middle. He won't be happy with that one. He's found a way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cartagena needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he was quick to react. Cartagena have got it back and they'll have another go. Hernandez. Oh, that's a key interception. Added time is up and there goes the whistle. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter press are very potent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Messi. Nunez. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Well read, nice interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, perfectly measured that. And through to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And here's the... Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona!
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
That's good defending, very good defending. And it's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Beckenbauer. Miranda de Ebro have it back and can go again. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he welcomes it in. Nunez shapes to shoot! It's in! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say...
Oh, shooting chance! And more, and more, and more! And they're at it again, in double quick time! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. 3-0, and he's got the shot away! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Yeah, I think a first-half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return. And I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Barcelona pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. And we are already promptly back underway. Tchouaméni does well to get it back. It's run loose here. Real chance! No, it's wide.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Koundé. Tchouaméni. Beckenbauer has given away a free kick. Climbs up big! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Oh, it's come loose. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Now it's Neymar! They've scored! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
It's become a case of men against boys. That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. And he's there to belt it away.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
75 minutes played. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Succumbs to the pressure. Nunez. Zico. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that was very necessary. And it's De Bruyne. Nice sequence of passes, this.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. He read that really well and stopped it.
De Bruyne. Well timed, excellent interception. Aguiluz. Nicely weighted ball.
Well,
and that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result